Hey everybody, welcome to Geek Addicts.
Hello and welcome to Geek Addicts, the pop culture podcast where we all contain multitudes. My name is Matt. With me, Bill Barber. How's it going, Bill?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's cold. I hate it already.
Yeah,
It's dark at 5
big
o'clock.
Pressure drop.
Yeah,
it's bullshit. But we also have a guest today. Fittingly on our Thanksgiving episode is my wife, Cyndi. How's it going, Cyndi?
Good. Why is that fitting for Thanksgiving?
Because we're family, dum-dum.
Oh, well. That's very nice and thoughtful of you, I think.
So, we just watched a movie.
we sure did. We've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, especially the watch parties. I also find it kind of interesting. I mean, obviously, we usually do it in the GNC Discord so that there are less people than the SuperPod one. But every single time we've done it, what are you doing?
I was moving this so I don't have to bend over. Oh, I guess I could.
Oh, yeah, you could just do that. I find it funny though that every time we've done it, we've never had anyone just kind of pop in while we're watching the movie.
I've never announced it, so that's probably why. If I probably said something, people would probably be notable.
I was actually thinking that the whole time. I was like, oh, I wonder if people can just jump in and like they better not fucking talk at this very moment if they do.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, how's your week been, Bill? What have you been up to?
Been working. First full week in a while because I've had a lot of like 4-day weeks just because of various vacations and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been okay, just busy. It got cold. It's November. I'm not ready for it. The usual.
Clocks went back and shit.
Yeah, that sucks because it's dark when I get up and it's pretty much dark by the time I get home.
Yeah, I feel that. That's always like, see, I don't mind the cold seasons, but it's the just perpetual darkness when you work like a regular, like early morning to like mid afternoon, kind of job.
Yeah, no, it's rough. When I was working third shift at Richards, I didn't see the sun during this time of year just ever. It's like it was bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So just due to work shenanigans, me getting shuffled around, apparently, I was able to do some more anime watching this week.
Nice. I got none done this week, so
no.
What did I get done? Yeah, I got like nothing done. I watched ongoing, so that was about it.
It's about right. So what was it? Let me just pop over here real quick. What was it? So I watched a couple things. I watched Toilet Bound Hanako-kun.
Heard things about that one.
I don't know what I was expecting. I certainly wasn't expecting what it ended up being. So imagine kind of like Ghost Stories, but with an actually decent story and doesn't have to be carried on a goofy ass dub. I mean, the story is goofy itself, but it's not like a parody of itself kind of thing.
It's one of those ones that was actually written that way, not just it was so bad that they had to completely just shit all over it to make it entertaining.
Yeah, like for instance, Cyndi, Imagine if Moaning Myrtle was a boy and granted wishes, and they had to fight ghosts. That's essentially what Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is. It's
fun.
It's something else. And then I also watched Horimiya.
Horror Hoop.
I've seen that one. I
knew you were going to do that. Huh?
I've seen that one. I have not watched it yet, though.
It's another one kind of like The Fragrant Flower, where it kind of takes the normal tropes and kind of like flips them with like those kinds of romance shows. It was honestly kind of jarring how fast they went through the whole process. Because I mean, the first season pretty much tells like the main story, and then the second season is just kind of like the little vignettes that they skipped from the manga. They just kind of like throw them all in there and just make a season out of it. But it's so bizarre because like, so the first season's only 13 episodes. Actually, both of them are. But the first season's 13 episodes. And in that 13 episodes, the main couple meet. You know, they have their whole like, you know, we're holding hands, we kissed, we started dating. They bang, which never happens in these shows, which is weird. Yeah, scandalous, especially for Japan.
Yeah, it's like when it happens in the Kaguya-sama manga, and you're just like, oh, it's like, all right.
Yeah, they go through all of that. He meets a bunch of friends, which he never had friends before, and they graduate all within those 13 episodes. It's fucking wild how fast it goes.
So an anti-slow burn.
Yeah, that pretty much. It was good though. I like a lot of the characters. I was actually telling Cyndi that the main couple reminds me of us in a lot of ways.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Well,
yeah,
we'll get around to that eventually.
That one's definitely on my list. It's kind of just, I just haven't been feeling anime lately. I don't know why. I think it's time of year, but
they probably just burn out.
Maybe.
You did just finish your second really long show for the year, so
yeah. Well, technically, I'm still watching it, but
yeah, week to week at this point, though.
Speaking of a Fragrant Flower, that show is still different, I think is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what happened in the last episode.
They all pass their tests and then they go on summer vacation.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's been interesting going through that one. I know I mentioned it before, but Cyndi has started watching Frieren.
Frieren. That is a fun.
It's so comfy.
Heartbreaking show.
Yeah, comfy is a good word for it. It's a very, very kind of just lay back and
actually,
it's a sleepy show.
Huh? What? Can I say it?
Yeah.
My turn? Okay. I was gonna say I know we're not talking about it yet, but Frieren reminds me of the movie we just watched. Like the way
how it's kind of a tragedy in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like, you know, that is life. That is the deeper way of thinking about it. Like, I don't know. Like you could look at it tragically, or you could look at it with optimism.
See, the way I described Frieren when I watched it the first time was I was kind of like, it's an adventure anime where the adventure has already been finished and now we're just watching what happens after.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, that Frieren is weird because it really hits you, like especially in that like first episode where she goes away on her journey and comes back and all her friends are either dead or old. It's oh right,
they're dead or dying.
Yeah, and it's like, oh right, that's life in this world, and it's just kind of
the priest that spent his whole life drinking actually lived way longer than you expected him to.
Yeah. No, it's a very interesting show, and I love it. I'm waiting for season 2. It's so weird that it came out at the same time as a Pocket Theory Diaries, and like we had like 2 absolutely peak shows at the same time.
And they both have kind of similar like I feel like even though obviously Frieren is a more actiony show, even though it's not like the main focus. I feel like Apothecary is definitely the more high energy of the two.
That one hooks you by episode 1, and if you're not hooked by episode 1, you're not gonna like the show. That's kind of the way I put it.
Yeah. See, Cyndi, you finished season 1 of Apothecary, and like maybe I think about 3 episodes or so into season 2.
I thought it was more episodes.
Not into season 2 because I know we still have a little ways to go before the frog incident. And I specifically told Cyndi that if she watches without me, the second she sees that frog, turn it off and wait for me.
Okay.
The frog was an arc on this podcast for a while because before we knew what it was, we were like, "What is this goddamn frog?" And then we found out, and we were like,
"We just kept hearing about this happens with the frog. I guess we'll see."
I'm quite excited for the frog. Am I excited for the frog?
Oh,
it's funny. It's a very amusing scene. I won't explain why, 100%. But it is.
You're 100% dog, and it carries over like for the rest of the season too. It's like
I'm like so intrigued. Like I'm so intrigued. It's been a talk for, because I've been really slow on shows, especially everything in life. But you guys have been, or at least Matt has said that to me in the past 2 months. I've been wondering about this fucking frog.
Oh, it's been longer than that because remember when Becky started watching it, I asked her if she had seen the frog yet. And when she actually had seen it, and I asked her, she started losing her mind laughing.
Oh God! All right, how many episodes do I have to that?
It's about mid-season,
maybe 10.
It's right at the end of the first half.
Wait, how long are the season? I mean, the shows, the episodes.
The episodes are 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I could binge that. That's like what? 5 hours?
Apothecary goes quick. That's a very fast one.
Not even 5 hours for 10 episodes. That'd be like a little over 3 hours.
Well, if the car doesn't start tonight, then we can
watch Apothecary Diaries.
Other than that, though, my only other ongoings are Spy Family, of course. New episode still not out yet today, but that's fine. Later. Have you guys
seen the tragedy of Lloyd?
Oh yeah, Lloyd's backstory.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Have you guys seen up to the most recent episode? Not today's, but the last week.
Yeah, we saw the last week's one. Yeah.
Okay, so you saw the conclusion of the flashback arc, and my God, how sad that is.
It's just that fucking like heel turn that they do. It's just mean. It's just mean.
Yeah, it's like he meets his friends, and he's
happy. All my friends are dead.
Oh, by the way,
like, oh my God, you're not alive.
No, I couldn't. That sure was too much. Oh,
it's like this heartwarming. Like, yes, all my friends are still alive. Oh, nope, they died. Damn it.
Yeah, and it's so nonchalant too. Like reading that in the manga doesn't hit nearly as hard as it did in the anime. The anime, I was like, oh my God, that's just like you feel bad for the guy.
Well, it's
you felt bad. That's good.
Sorry. I do feel
that's progress, Bill. It's progress.
I just don't show my feelings.
Oh God!
And then I saw the visuals. We've seen like the visuals for the next few episodes, and we saw the appearance of Melinda, so that's good.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Cyndi hasn't even met Melinda because she hasn't read the manga.
I'm curious who they're gonna get to voice her. I really am.
They haven't announced it yet?
If they have, I haven't seen it. But the only other arc too is they just showed the key visual for the school bus arc. So I'm really
so excited for the school bus arc. The school bus arc and the defector arc.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good season.
It's gonna be. I feel like because last season focused so much on just the cruise ship bit, and I feel like with how fast the flashback went, because I thought that was going to be like at least 3 full episodes when I went back and
I went back and read it again after watching it. And I was like, damn, this was short.
I wonder how long the Mr. Elegant backstory is going to take once they actually get to that.
I'm guessing like 2 to 3 episodes at most.
Probably not even, honestly, because
Yeah,
even the Lloyd backstory was like an episode and a half.
Yeah, and then the only other show I saw was the most recent My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, I'll say
that was an intense episode.
Bakugo showed up in an episode. I didn't hate him for once.
Yeah, he was kind of awesome. Great explosion,
he
murder god dynamite.
He wasn't a dick for no reason. Like for once, like
we told you he gets better.
I wasn't expecting till season 8 of 8.
He improved up to that point, just not as much as you wanted.
Sure. Sure. I mean, yeah, he improved, but he was still a dickhead for no reason. Like that was my biggest problem with Bakugo.
What's the term? Is tsundere?
I guess. He's not even fun in that. Well, the way the shippers like to ship him, maybe. Anyways.
Oh, the shippers are gonna ship.
I've had people tell me to watch that show.
It's
good.
It
was really good.
Especially if you like superhero stuff, which I know you do. It's solid. It's good.
Oh, hero. That makes sense. Someone should have said that to me before.
Yeah, it's like heavily based off of DC Comics.
Oh,
like inspired
DC and Marvel to a degree, like because the quirk thing is very X-Men like. So.
Oh yeah, but I think like the style, the art style, the way a lot of the characters are designed, I definitely feel like it leans more DC.
Yeah, it does. It's very DC, very Invincible, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Which is another one I still need to watch. Still got to watch Invincible.
Invincible is a watch. I got to finish it. It's basically a deconstruction of DC in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
I want to watch that other one that we found.
Which one?
I don't know. It looked cool. I can't remember what it's called because we haven't looked at it. It looked really cool.
Thing?
No, it looked like it was a new show, and it was something that really caught my eye. Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the Bon Appetit show.
No. No, it was an anime.
You were talking about that one.
With
Lord of Mysteries.
Yes, that's the one. I was writing it down.
That one's been all over Crunchyroll. I keep seeing that one advertised, and even Tom was telling us to watch it. So
yeah, and then I want to see that one that was on that thing that I sent you yesterday. The 2. It was on it twice.
Yes. Which one was that? I don't remember.
Come on, tell me. I can't remember. Write them down. I need help.
I don't remember. I'd have to see it again.
Matt, this is why you need an Annie list, so you can see one. You'd be like, "Oh, that looks cool. I'll put it on watch later."
It's my fault because my brain.
We still got to watch Oshinoko season 2 as well.
Oh, you can now.
Yeah, it's been on Hulu for a bit.
I didn't know.
We found it. I found it while I was sitting right next to you. And I said, "Oh, look, they put Oshinoko season 2 on Hulu."
I must not have been listening. I mean, come on.
You finally get to hear the greatest ending theme in anime history. At least
that's a bold statement, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good though. It's so good.
Also, I mentioned it. I think last week. I think I know how to pronounce it now. Gachiakuda or Gachiakuda.
Gachiakuda. Alex is.
What about the dumpster diver? What about the dumpster diver? Is continuing to be fantastic. I absolutely love that show. It's edgelord as fuck, but I love it.
Sounds fun.
Alex described to me as there's someone who slings shit, and I'm like, okay, good to know.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. It's a whole thing because the kid doesn't know what a plunger is, and he's just swinging around a plunger, fighting off some dude. But the dude he's fighting is like super clean freak, so he's like, "No, get away from me."
It's on my list, like many things.
It's great. They're still airing, I think, season 1. So, I think they're on like the dub will be releasing episode 16 today. So, it's going well.
Nice.
And Ian Sinclair just continues to be fucking all over the place.
And he's one of the best
every fucking show I'm watching.
It's sad that his best performance, I still think, is as the fucking narrator in Kaguya-sama.
Oh yeah, that's fucking fantastic. Fantastic. He like makes that show. I mean, the show is great anyway, but like Ian Sinclair as the narrator in Kaguya is just fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, though, I haven't really done anything significant this week.
Yeah. What's that face?
Oh, I forgot you could see me. I was just I was typing. I'm trying to find the name of that show that I can't think of, but my A wouldn't come out, and I was getting mad because the A for anime wouldn't come out. Never mind. Whatever. I had a face. Deal with it. This is what I look like.
I did also start watching The Water Magician. That's another one I keep seeing thrown up there. I wasn't expecting it to be an isekai because it doesn't have an outrageous name, but it is an isekai. But it's like kind of more free-runny vibes than your usual isekai. And I'm liking it a lot more than a lot of the other ones I've seen. So I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes into that one, but it's going well. I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
It's literally like he gets isekai, like the like godlike being that does. It's like, hey, like we don't have like a job for you to do. I'm just just giving you the chance to be reborn. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna drop you in this cabin in the woods. There's a barrier, so you don't have to worry about monsters and nothing. Just go live. He's like, all right, cool. That's kind of just how the show starts.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, isekais are so weird right now. Like they're either really good or really bad.
Yeah. Well, you can usually tell which ones are really bad just by the name.
Yeah, but then you get like the vending machine where it like started out great and then it got bad, got really bad really fast. Like
yeah. Then campfire cooking is just being. I love campfire. I think Cyndi would like that one because like the dude just starts collecting these. It's called Camp Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. And it's literally this dude who gets isekai into another world, but the only ability he gains is the ability to shop online through magic. And basically he just starts making these delicious meals in the wild because he can just fucking summon anything he needs. And like his first outing into the world, like one of the most powerful like magical beasts just kind of appears and just like, hey, that smells good. Feed it to me. Feed it to me. Yeah. And then he's like, okay, I'm your familiar now. I'm gonna follow you everywhere, and you're gonna cook me delicious meals.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like a good life.
It's like this giant like silver. It kind of looks like Sashomaru's dog form. It's like this big ass fucking silver like wolf beast, and he like rides around on it and shit. It's great.
I still think out of isekais, my favorite one, besides like slime, is probably Konosuba, just because Konosuba is literally like the anti-isekai.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the entire gag is that it's basically an isekai that's self-aware that isekais are stupid.
Fair. I think we still classify it as an isekai. See, I put forth the argument that it's not an isekai, but most people do, so I'm still gonna say my favorite is Sword Art Online, but
I mean, it kind of is.
It is, but it isn't. It's a video game. It's not like they weren't like spirited away to like another world. So it's not the same as like your average isekai, but
well, there's also like
isekai just means another world. So I guess in that sense it is, but it doesn't follow the rules of an isekai.
Yeah, I mean, there's also like solo leveling where it's like a revert. It's like it flips the idea on its head where instead of getting isekai'd into a world, the entire world gets isekai'd. Which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely doing some interesting things with some of them, huh?
Ergo Proxy.
Ergo
That's
Proxy.
The name of it.
Oh,
that was one of the ones I saw that I read about. It sounded interesting.
You've been trying to find the name of it this whole time.
Yeah, I know there's another one, but I can't find the other one.
I think the other one is one that I had heard of before. I just can't remember the name of it. I'm still really sad that Crunchyroll took Death Parade and Parasite off.
Well, Parasite, Death Parade, I don't get that one. Parasite is 100% Vengeance from High Dive.
Okay, that's fair.
Because High Dive, that's technically a High Dive anime, and they probably were not too happy about the Oshinoko thing, so they probably were like, well, this is ours now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. Cyndi only watched like the first episode of Death Parade. I really wanted her to watch the rest of it, and now it's gone. So,
yeah, that's gone.
If I had it on DVD, I'd let you rip it. But it's a Blu-ray, unfortunately.
Well, I'm going to work once we get in a little bit better situation. I'm going to work on getting a Blu-ray setup. So hopefully, I'll be able to steal that and Persona. Persona 4 is the number one priority whenever I get the chance, because I actually really want to watch that. And I don't know, unless Cyndi takes a turn and decides she likes JRPGs, I don't see her playing through it. So I think getting the show is the best.
That's fair.
I try. It's hard for me. My brain is.
I know. Well, it's one of those things where you have to be in the right mindset, and we just don't have the kind of day-to-day life where we can dedicate enough time to it to stay interested.
And to be fair, Persona is like almost 100 hours long, so.
But to be fair, I mean, I also beat it like super quick because I just got that into the story, you know?
True, but if you play it like to completion and go for absolutely everything, it'd be a lot longer.
Well, that's one of the reasons why, like, even though I did start her on it, like once I was actually like, all right, let's try to like find an RPG to start on just to kind of get the hang of it and like kind of get into the process. I decided Persona wasn't the best because like the multitude of possible bad endings you could get just by doing the wrong dialogue choice, like that's not fun.
Yeah.
So I just
the game tells you
honestly
the
one
before.
Yeah, the one I really wanted to put her on for her first one was Chrono Trigger, but that one's just it's a huge fucking pain in the ass to even get a setup for it if you don't have like the physical game.
Yep.
So, you know, like yeah, I could theoretically get a setup for her to play it, but I feel like the process alone of just trying to get the game set up to play once you actually want to play is enough of a turnoff that she just won't want to. Am I right in that?
Yes, I'm. That would be a lot for me.
And I'm still kind of butthurt that Switch put Chrono Cross on there and not Chrono Trigger. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll never I don't know what Square thinks half the time, so.
But at some point, I'll figure out a way for Cyndi to play Chrono Trigger, because that one's great because it's there's not really a whole lot of guesswork. It kind of puts you on the path and it tells you exactly where you need to go. And even when it doesn't, it's easy enough to figure out. But it also has a really interesting story and characters.
I have Chrono Trigger on my phone. I just realized that, but playing it on a phone sucks.
Yeah, well, that was one of the I thought of that because you know we have this tablet and Cyndi games on that, so I was like, oh, maybe that will work. But she doesn't want the touchscreen controls. So
I'm just weird about games. I have. It's not even like the game. Like I might like a game. It's just I don't know. I blame it on my ADD, I guess. like right now, I have to be doing like 3 things at once. Like.
So just while we're all here, Bill, for what's available on the Switch, what would you recommend Cyndi to play for an RPG that will get her into the genre? Because I'm trying to get her. She's playing Dragon Quest 1 right now, and I feel like that's not the one.
Dragon Quest 11. That is a very friendly RPG. FF7 maybe.
It's mostly just like I don't like I hate having to repeat things. I hate repeating and repeating, and I hate like it's not that I hate it, it's that my brain won't focus for long if it's too slow. So like that's why it's hard for me with games like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like I like the whole idea of it. I just wish that it was like constantly interactive.
Maybe more of an action RPG.
Well, she's played action RPGs before. Like she played Witcher.
Yeah, like that stuff.
Fable.
That stuff I like.
Turn-based is hard. Maybe a Tales game because they're kind of like a hybrid.
Well, that's why I know she likes
also
action RPGs.
Not beginner friendly. Tales games aren't really beginner friendly though.
Well, I wanted to try and turn her on more to the turn-based ones because like there's a lot of times where she's just kind of like in zone out mode, and I feel like turn-based RPGs are fantastic for that kind of mindset. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, like if I want to play a game but I'm not like with it mentally, I play a turn-based RPG. Personally, that's how I work. I don't know if it works for everybody, but
yeah, it's hard to say a beginner turn-based RPG because they are an acquired taste. You kind of have to find that one that hooks you, and then once it does, you're in for the long haul. But it's finding that one, and unfortunately, I'm trying to think of like convenient ones to play, and a lot of them have their quirks that make them hard to get into.
I mean, FF7 did that for me. I don't remember if I ever actually tried to get Cyndi to play that one, but
Seven's a great game. The problem is seven is it's old. That's kind of the biggest detriment to it.
Well, she's also playing Dragon Quest 1 right now, so
I mean
which is a good bit older.
Dragon Quest 1 is just grinding the video game.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just that like
time draws near.
Because it's not necessarily like that. I don't know. It's just like because it's slow paced. I don't want slow pace. Even when I'm in like a zone out mode, I like brainless games that are still quick because that's how my brain goes. I don't know how to explain this in any other way.
Fair enough. Well, we'll have to just keep going. That's why I still think the best possible choice is Chrono Trigger. It's just fucking there's nothing you can't play it on modern consoles at all. Period.
Final Fantasy 4 maybe. 4 is a very beginner friendly game. I don't know. I have to think on that.
So
I have heard people say Final Fantasy 10.
10 can be. 10's an interesting game. 10 can be both great and awful at the same time because it's 10.
Yeah. Fair. But anyways, I think we've waffled on enough.
Yeah.
Bringing that one
back. I got a banner for it and everything.
Good.
Awful time.
Say hello. Say hello.
You haven't seen Kitten in forever, Bill.
He's big now.
Oh yeah.
With his no tail. Sorry, Kitten. Hold on. It's okay. Look at this. No tail. Oh, show them your butt. Okay.
His butt looks like Sasuke's hair.
He's like, leave me alone. He was just sleeping, but I wanted to touch him. He's so soft. I'm sorry, baby. It's like, how dare you violate me on the computer? Everybody loves your butt.
I forgot this banner is useless now, but it's still kind of funny.
Attack on what now?
That was Bill's go-to whenever someone was like, "You need to watch Attack on Titan." He'd be like, "What?
Oh,
What's it? What?"
Yeah, that was me watching it. Forgot about that one.
Yeah,
that's bad.
Speaking of watching things, how about Chuck?
Yeah, 39 great years. All right, so right before we even jump into this, I gotta say, right at the top, if you were listening to this and you have not watched The Life of Chuck yet, turn this off and go watch it. Then come back. Because you do not want spoilers for this movie.
Yeah, I agree. Oh.
Don't even read the story. Don't read the story. Just go watch it. That's it. Period.
All right.
Running over.
Matt. All right. So Matt, take us away.
So, The Life of Chuck is a Mike Flanagan film. I know feels like we just talked about him, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
It's a Mike Flanagan film based on a Stephen King short story that came out in 2020's If It Bleeds. Nope. Okay. And it kind of follows. She's getting something. I don't know.
I was looking for a nip. Sorry.
Oh God.
I know there's one back there. My bad.
It's hiding. And it follows the life of a man named Chuck Krantz, but it does it in an interesting way, where it kind of tells his life in reverse.
It's a reverse movie where you watch the end happens first and the beginning happens at the end.
So, what were your first impressions with this movie, Bill?
Well, in the first the first act, or should I say the third act, I was kind of like, I was trying to figure out who Chuck was the whole time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
I was more just trying to figure out what was going on because I'm like, oh, it's one of those post-apocalyptic movies where the world's ending. I was confused. That was my first reaction. I'll say.
Was there a point in that third act where you started to kind of put the pieces together, or was it like not until like they kind of just threw it at you?
I got the idea that the world was ending. I still wasn't really quite sure what Chuck had to do with it at that point.
Everything.
I guess. Yeah, because I was just trying to figure out what was going on. It was kind of an interesting commentary on the world with like the second we lose. Like, I can very much imagine that's what the world would become if we lost the internet.
In a lot of ways, yeah. And
because I will say there was the scene where he's the teacher guy. His what's his name?
The character's name is Marty Anderson.
Marty, yeah. When Marty's sitting on his couch after the TV goes out, and he's like, "What do I do now?" I'm like, "You got a bookshelf of books back there, man. I mean, the power isn't out yet."
Yeah, yet. It does get there eventually, though.
Yeah,
and he's a teacher too. Like, what? I think an English teacher. So it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you do?
Well,
I don't know if you picked up on it, but the movie he was watching, pretty much any time you saw him watching TV, was the musical that little Chuck was watching with his grandmother towards the end of the movie.
I didn't notice that.
You were
see, because I don't know. I think about it a little bit deeper, and like, yes, he's a teacher, and he's the one reassuring the parents, right? Like, okay, the internet's out, but we've done this before. We could still do this. In that moment, with everything adding up and adding out, he's just looking for an escape because that's what the TV was. And he couldn't, and knowing what we know about Chuck, it's the comfort he felt in that moment watching that movie. You know, it's like, have either of you come very close to dying? Like,
not as close as you.
Okay, so that maybe that's what it is, because there's like things about it that, like, when you're at that point of dying and accepting it, your fucking brain does weird shit. You see weird shit, you hear weird shit. Like, but it makes sense. It all connects to points in your life. So, like, I think that's why that scene with the TV and him, instead of being like, oh, I'll read a book, it's like, I need to get away from what's happening, and I need comfort. And although it's not really Chuck, we know that that's like,
it is Chuck.
You know, exactly.
It is,
like,
but it isn't.
He just doesn't know it. So it's like he wanted to see that because it was calming him, comforting him. No, don't leave me. Oh.
I did enjoy the scene with the neighbor. The guy who was Shaggy, yes, from Scooby-Doo.
I love him.
The whole time he's on screen, he's like one of those people that like nowadays where like you got like the doom scrollers and then you got like the people who want nothing to do with it. And you got people like that who are all just like they're very aware of everything that's going on, but they're just like positive about it, like because they're not trying to be negative.
Because it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're just kind of like, yeah, the world sucks, but I mean, like, did you see that thing over there? I mean, that's fine. I mean, what about this over here? Like he's trying to like avoid all of the topics, but like
avoid the feeling, you know,
Yeah.
like, okay, this is happening, but like you gotta stay smiling. You gotta, I don't know. I kind of get. I love
the joy. Find the joy.
He was exactly like, you know, just we all know we're going. Like I always say to people, we're all on our way out. So like, what are we gonna do with it? You know, like I love that actor though, Matthew Lillard. I swear to God, he can make my heart. No matter playing Shaggy, playing the guy from Without a Pat, like he could always make me cry.
He was the main villain in Five Nights at Freddy's.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, now I definitely have to see it, even though I hate animatronics.
I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be in the second one too.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Actually, you know what's funny? You know what's funny too, Cyndi, is obviously you just watched all the Scream movies, so him and the other guy from the first Scream, I'm pretty sure they are both slotted for the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Really?
I saw the trailer for that when we went to go see Chainsaw Man.
Ow.
And I was joking with Alex because I was like, somehow this movie looks like it has a bigger budget, but somehow looks worse. Like at the same time. I was like, God damn.
Oh, God, I want to see that movie so badly, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Oh, Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
It'll hopefully be out on streaming soon enough.
Well, it's one of those things where either we have the time and don't have the money, or we have the money and don't have the time.
Yeah. Or like right now where our car might not start later.
Yeah.
Because we could do it tomorrow possibly, or well, no, I'm not even.
Well, it's the showings in our local theater are own. They're doing one showing a day at 9:30 at night. So.
What? Idiots.
Because that's just how they're doing it.
Is that the Kingston one or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the actor who played Marty Anderson, I do not know how the fuck to say his name, so I don't even want to attempt it.
Yeah, it's a name.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
That's a name, all right.
It sure is a name. He's
a good actor, though. Oh man.
Oh, yeah, if you go on his Wikipedia page, it gives a how to spell it phonetically.
Let me see.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait. Let me see. I said.
And I still don't want to make an attempt.
Go ahead. Give it a try.
No.
Hold on.
No.
How do I?
I refuse.
How do I make this small again? Oh, there we go. Give me.
I don't want to insult the man.
I'm sure he gets it every day. So. Imagine him ordering a drink at a Starbucks and him trying to say his name off the cup. Like,
oh, you mean...
Imagine them trying to spell it. Like, even if
he probably uses. Oh wait.
My name is Mark with a C. Okay, Kark.
What the fuck?
It's my favorite name.
There's. What's his name on the movie? Marty Anderson. Yeah. Okay. I can't find.
I want me to just spell his name for you.
Oh. That's easier, yeah.
So his first name is Chiwetel, and his last name is. Yeah. I'm sure the first name is all you needed. Honestly, the first half of the first name is probably all you needed. Go ahead, Cyndi. Give us your best attempt.
I'm trying to find the pronunciation. Spelling, whatever. Well, you guys can talk while I.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, like the whole scene with Matthew Lillard was like that was, and that's like the one little scene he has in this movie too, which is
Yeah. There was a lot of big name actors who had like very small parts in this movie.
it's kind of like it is kind of like the structure of the movie though kind of demands that like no one character. Honestly, I'd argue that the actor who plays Marty Anderson probably gets the most screen time out of anyone except for maybe the kid version of Chuck.
Yeah, because like the main character gets like one scene, like at most, when you really think about it.
Yeah, there's like the Act 2 bit, which is the shortest one of the three.
Chiwetel Ejiofor. Chiwetel Ejiofor. I think.
That's what it looks like phonetically. I just didn't want to try.
Ejiofor. See, I thought Ejiofor, but I feel like that. Well, Ejiofor. He's British, so maybe it is an owl.
I would not have been able to pick that up based on his performance.
Either way, he was a very good actor, and he did a very good job in this movie.
Yes. Now we can stop.
Yeah, I really sold
names.
Really sold it. Well, don't assume. Never assume.
Assume what?
That we'll have to stop butchering people's names.
Yeah, there's a few others in the same
Okay,
scene,
well.
so.
But we also get like little scenes of the ex-wife who is working in a hospital, and like she's listening to the radio and like she's hearing about like, oh, Chuck Krantz, thanks for 39 great years, and like the whole thing. Which fun fact, the guys who played the radio announcers in that scene were actually the hosts of the KingCast podcast, one of which...
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, that's the one I don't know.
Well, you do and you don't. I've shown you a couple things.
Oh.
One of which actually tragically passed away last year, and this movie is dedicated to him.
How old was he?
And actually, they were also in the busking scene too in the background. So I want to talk a little bit about the Undertaker character, because we see him here in Act 3, but then we also see him towards the end of the movie in Act 1. And first of all, just like a little connecting tissue here. Same actor who played Dick Halloran in Dr. Sleep. And he just fucking kills it in both the scenes that he's in, where he's just kind of like the old dude who's just like, yep, I've seen it all. Like, it's all coming to an end. Let's just walk down the road and just talk about life, you know?
He has like, that, like, Morgan Freeman, you know, he commands attention when you listen to him speak. You know what I'm talking about? He's got that, like, aura about him. Like have you ever met an older person who, when they tell you something about life and like, I don't want this to come off racist in any way, because it's not. But like, remember Old Black Frank? Yeah. Yeah. So he was a family friend. He liked being called that. Don't get all up in a roar about it. When he spoke about like his life and his experiences and like what he thought, like, you listened, because he was an older person from an older generation. Like, the guy who plays, he kind of gives me that vibe, you know, like, you got to listen to the older folk.
So he's played by Carl Lumbly. Fun fact, was also the voice of Martian Manhunter in Justice League. Justice League Unlimited.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
Fun fact there.
Interesting.
He's a very good actor.
So we talk a little bit about the parent-teacher conferences that he was having with all the parents earlier in the movie, and like he's trying to have these serious conversations about these people's children, and they just keep going on like, oh, the internet's down, I think it's gone for good this time, this and that. And then you get that one dude who's just like, yeah, my wife left. and she ran off with this dude that she had like a 1 month relationship with in high school. And like, like I get, trying to chase like an old flame or whatever, you left your kid too, and that's kind of fucked up. But he's like, but no more Pornhub though.
Darn.
Is it damn it? I don't know if he's just like, did you know it was gone? He's just like, I noticed. He's just like casually just like, yeah, I noticed. And like, I don't know, because
I can't even imagine society in reality if the internet went out like, permanently.
Yeah.
We would lose.
I'm trying to remember, like, Cyndi. So Cyndi and I saw this movie in theaters, which, by the way, if anybody gets the opportunity, absolutely take the chance. It's an experience. I'm trying to remember how many people were in the theater with us, Cyndi.
Oh, I don't remember. I feel like it wasn't a lot, but maybe like 20 other people. I'd say scattered from back to front.
That makes sense, because I think, funny enough, this movie kind of went the way of, say, Shawshank Redemption, where it was a box office flop, but it is quickly becoming a cult classic.
Yeah.
To the point where when it was like, because I knew I was keeping track of like when the physical release would come out, because I wanted to get it like immediately. I think it was 2 days after it had come out. I went on Amazon to order a copy. They were sold out.
Yep.
And it was like it was within the top 10 of one of the categories for I don't remember which one, because this is another thing. This movie is, I don't want to say confused, because confused is the wrong word. It knows exactly what it's doing, but it has genre like schizophrenia. Like, it does not know what it is and is completely okay with that. Because like each act kind of has a different vibe to it. It each has a different genre to it.
It's actually kind of weird. Not similar movie at all, but like a similar structure. I actually was getting a lot of same vibes, only not having this movie wasn't in reverse, it was normal. But I got reminded of 5 centimeters per second.
Yeah. It is a similar kind of thing.
Where it's a whole 3-act structure and they're all connected. And then the middle structure is really weird and kind of doesn't have much to do with anything.
Well, it makes sense. Well, I see I don't know the other one you're talking about, but that's life. I think that's why there's no real genre to it, because in life you don't start, go to the middle, and then get to the end with the same theme, with the same feeling. Like, it's all like there is no genre to life. And that's like what Life of Chuck. I don't know about the other movie you're talking about, but Life of Chuck
5 centimeters
is like that.
Per second was so it was, fun fact, the same director who did Your Name and Suzume. It's an interesting movie. It's about a young high school couple, where one of them moves away and their lives go in different ways, but like the first half is about them when they're together. The middle section is basically this kind of unrelated,
kind of like them trying to do a long distance thing.
Yeah. And it mostly focuses on the guy and what he's doing. And then the final section shows where they are now. And it ends on this massive downer. Like, it is a bizarre movie.
Yeah, so that sounds like what they did with Life of Chuck, but the opposite.
Yeah, it's not in reverse. It's chronological. The middle section in that one, though, like, at least in like this movie, the middle section, even though it's like completely the most lighthearted, and all the main plot is in like the third and first, not the second in Life of Chuck, from what I noticed. It's kind of a similar case to that, where like the middle section just is kind of like fluff for like the two plot heavy.
Well, I feel like at least with Life of Chuck, I feel like that's because it's supposed to, like, okay, so the first part or third act, yeah, that is confusing, but the third act is like the terrifying, like, realization of this is the end, and like, what do we do? Do we accept it? Do we deny it? Like the whole conversation in the third act.
Mhm.
The middle one is supposed to be like the prime of your life, accepting that like life is life, and you can be happy, you can just live, you know, because in that moment when he decides to dance, he's just living, you know, and that's like supposed to be the middle of your life. And then they do the first act, which is like the beginning of your life where you're still figuring it all out, and it's not always happy, it's not always sad. Like you know, I feel like that's what the middle scene's supposed to be. Is
oh yeah, no,
it's supposed to be wholesome.
Yeah, I'm making the comparison to 5 centimeters per second. This movie does it way better than 5 centimeters per second did, in my opinion. Because I think me and Alex's opinions on 5 centimeters per second when we watched it was the middle section was pointless, and then the beginning and the end were just such stark differences that it ended up being kind of a bummer of a film. It was one of those movies where like the hype doesn't live up to the actual end product.
Well, he is definitely one of those writer-directors who definitely improved over time.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. Like 5 centimeters per second, like the whole thing with that is like most people agree it's like now that he's made actual like some of the best films ever made, depending on who you ask, going back to one of his earlier ones, you're kind of like, yeah, he was still learning.
And also, so there was a lot of bits. I don't know if you caught a lot of this, Cyndi, but I was catching a lot watching it the second time. With that first/third act, where there was a lot of little hints thrown in about like the connections to the stuff that happens later in the movie. Like it was a thing.
I saw that in the first time. I saw a lot of that. Remember, I told you, I saw a lot of that shit the first time we watched it, and this time it just like solidified that I saw what I saw, which I loved.
Thing as simple as like when Marty is on the phone with his ex-wife, she's using like this fucking dinosaur of a home phone. Like the thing is like in her head, and this is clearly smartphone era.
When you see him in traffic before the big sinkhole, you see a lot of the older cars in the background, like Mike Flanagan, bro. Okay, I've said since we started watching Mike Flanagan shit, always look in the background because there are connections, there are things that are going to tell you what's about to happen and stuff. And I did that the first time too. So the phone, the old cars, the clothing, the types of like it all. Mike Flanagan. I want to talk to that man. Like his brain is, it's like where mine is, but not as smart. I'm not as smart.
And there was also when Marty is walking down the road and he's passing all the graffiti on the wall. So you see there's a big ass graffiti that says Buskers Forever on it.
Yeah, that was the wife.
Was it the wife? I can remember.
Coming home from the hospital after that whole weird beep beep thing.
Yes.
But yeah, it said Buskers for life, or Buskers Forever or something.
Yeah, lots of I love Chuck. Thanks Chuck. You know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I love the scene too. Matthew Lillard's like, oh my god, like skywriting. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. And it's just spelling out thanks Chuck. He's just like, son of a bitch. Oh man. That first act is just so fucking powerful. Third act. Whatever.
If you don't know what if you don't know what you're getting into, it's a whole lot of stuff where you're just kind of trying to figure out what's going on. And then the reveal once you see the second and first acts are like you get a lot of it kind of clicks with you and you go, oh, I see.
So Cyndi and I both times we watched it shed tears. Especially towards the end part of when the two meet back up and like all the images of Chuck are showing in all the windows of the houses, and like they're having that moment. They start seeing all the stars go out. Like, God, it's such a powerful moment. There's so many like philosophically quotable bits in this movie.
Well, I think that the first time we watched it in theaters, I cried because it's like, I have thought of life like that. You know, me with thinking like the theories and stuff. Like, what if we were just somebody's thought or somebody's whatever? Like, I've thought that kind of stuff. So the first time I watched it, it was like, oh my God, kind of fear of like, what if that really is it? And then this time I cried because it was like, when you have that moment of acceptance, it'd be beautiful to not be alone, to be looking into the eyes of someone who knows you and loves you. Like, you know, not to get all weird, but that's like, that's really like, it's intense. And for the stars.
Yeah. That's why I love that shit, but I also fucking terrifies. Like the time, I remember when we were coming home from Maine and we saw that car.
Mm-hmm.
That shit freaks me out.
Yeah, I know.
It freaks me the fuck out.
I tell you what.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I don't know if I ever told you this, Bill. So it was one time, I don't remember what we were doing in Maine, but we were coming back from Maine. And we were going down the interstate. And we saw this car pulled over us side of the road.
No, okay. So we had just left Newport. We were about 30, 40 minutes out of Newport going south, 95. And we saw this white car pulled over right after the off ramp, pulled over on the highway. A guy was just opening the door to get out, and there was a black piece of the bumper was black,
and it was like kind of hanging off a little bit.
Yeah, we continued driving for like 2 hours
easily,
and then we saw the same motherfucking car, the same exact moment, the guy opening the door right after and I was like, Matt, did you? And he's like, oh, yep, nope. Like, and that's when I found out that he's afraid of, no offense, not to like burst your bubble, but that's one of his biggest fears is like, what if this is all, you know, Matrix or a game or, you know, whatever it could be.
See, I'm such an inner pessimist. My thought would probably just be like, it's a really weird coincidence. Just would have kept driving on.
I would have been so mad. No, see, I can never do that with you. Bill, I would have pulled over and beat your ass. I would have been so mad. Like, you know what you saw.
That was a glitch in the Matrix. That's what that was.
We literally
I'm just saying, if this is the Matrix we got, that's bullshit, but whatever.
The record skipped. That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. The record skipped. It's just fucking, nope. There was a scratch in the DVD, and it, somebody put a fingerprint on the VHS tape. It just hiccuped a little bit there. All right, let's move on from that.
Look at him, he's rubbing his chin. Okay.
I was gonna say it's an interesting concept. It's not just an end of the world concept. It was an end of everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That like literally metaphorically, like you see our star background. This is basically, yeah.
Yep. That's everything just turns off.
Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, yeah. It's a
Yeah, that first / third act is insane. The first time you watch it, and it's so emotional throughout the whole thing, and throughout this whole movie, really, every single actor is hitting on all cylinders.
Well, you're basically watching an anthology film, but they're all connected together.
So we get to the.
That's just like the connection of it all, though. Like, think like all of us, whether we like to believe it or not, we all think about that shit. All, like, everybody has thought about that. What happens when we die? Do we just die, or is it the end of everything in our minds? Because we have, like I said the other day at the party, I forget to introduce people to each other because in my mind, everybody's there. You know, everybody knows each other. So, like, I don't know. I think that's, like, the scary part about the movie. That's what makes it so thrilling, is that we all wonder like what really happens. You know, what are the greater forces, whatever they may be? What happens after? Like, where do they take us? Or is it us? Are we the greater force? There's so much, man. There's so much.
There's multitudes.
You hear that?
So
The crackling.
What? Yeah.
Oh, it went away.
Oh, okay. Nothing.
Anyways.
So act 2 is easily the shortest act out of the movie, and it's where Tom Hiddleston really gets to shine. And I gotta say, like, this is like a weird thing for me because, like, I think pretty sure I've only ever seen him in
As
like
Loki.
as Loki.
Yeah.
So it was really weird seeing him do something different, like pretty much just being an accountant who likes to dance. And
Yeah.
you know, I really should have re-listened to the episode of the King Cast where they had a bunch of the actors and Mike Flanagan himself on to talk about a lot of this stuff. And actually, the DVD that I have has 2 commentary tracks, which I also really want to listen to.
Where does this movie take place? Just curious.
I was trying to figure that out. I thought you were going to say in your mom. No, I don't know. I thought I was trying to figure it out, like by the backgrounds and stuff. But it's like, okay, that was the other thing. Going back to what we were talking about with the little things in the third act that reminded you of like, wait, that's not the right phone for that time. Everything, like the neighborhood was so 70s, you know, things like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, looking in the backgrounds and stuff, I could not figure out where the fuck they were because it looked like New York at one point, and then it looked like Los Angeles, and then it looked like I don't know. Everything was different. So
they mentioned this only hit on me because I was there recently, but they mentioned the Catskills at one point. I'm like, that's I know where that is. It's like the one location.
Yeah, it said that he had a honeymoon there. So it's a fictional town in the Midwest. It doesn't specify exactly where, but it was filmed.
That's where I got.
But it was actually filmed in Alabama.
Okay, but so it's supposed to be Midwest. Okay,
that's kind of the vibe I got.
We know it definitely doesn't take place in California because that fell into the ocean, and Ohio was on fire.
Well,
and
I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole time. The whole time I hear they're like, oh no, California's gone. I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, I hate to say it, but the majority of the country would not care. Like,
except for the fact of what that guy was talking about.
Well, yeah,
it's
when
literally
you actually
our food region, and
when you break it down, yes.
The people, though, I don't know. I've never really met anybody, but I hear they're not nice.
When people, I say this as someone who doesn't really actually care because we actually have podcast friends from around there. But
are they nice?
Yeah, Jared's a good guy.
Jared's cool.
Jared.
Alejandro, he's a good guy.
I have to think about names.
No, I joke because like the majority of people who like dump on California, they're usually talking about like the lower like city parts, like Long Beach,
the LA,
the parts that give the whole state a bad name, basically.
Well, that's where I feel like all the mean people are from.
Yeah, I just laugh because like nowadays with how like negative people are, I'm like, if you saw a report that California got wiped off out of the country, I think most people would not care. Like it'd just be one of those, like, oh well, moving on.
We haven't brought this up yet, but how did you feel about the narration throughout the movie? Like, did you think it fit the vibe? Did you think it was?
I liked it, but I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were watching a Neil Breen movie at points, which is how it was done. I was like this is a weird vibe I'm getting right now.
I don't know. I like it because it gave me that vibe of like the way Stephen King writes. Like it hits me in such a way.
I watched a couple Neil Breen movies recently, so it was fresh in my mind. I'm like, it sounds a little too similar to him, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it.
I'm pretty sure they lifted a lot of those like narration lines straight from the story, like word for word. I also really loved the so like when the chick that Tom Hiddleston dances with in the scene.
Fucking sucks. Yeah, her.
Yeah, where she's walking to the street and the narration is going, and then she keeps interjecting it with her thoughts
I love
on how
that.
mad she is about her breakup
Fucking
and shit.
bullshit.
Like the way no, not you. Like I loved the way that they like interspliced the two like dialogue between the narration and her lines. Like it just worked really, really well.
My favorite part too is you've got, as those narrations are going too, you can hear the drummer in the background playing the whole time.
Yes. See, that's it. That's what like I loved about the movie the first time I saw it, and this time more, was the convergence. You were getting that convergence, like, oh, they're coming up close to that girl who's what's about to happen. Oh my god, it was like, Mike Flanagan, I'm telling you, he's doing something to me.
I just laugh because like that's like a really funny take on like you got the narration going, and it's like it's almost like the narrator is like perturbed that he's being interrupted every few minutes. Yeah, he kind of just he awkwardly gets back into it just to be interrupted again.
Yeah,
like, bitch, are you okay?
But then Tom Hiddleston stops, huh?
I was gonna say the whole reason why I was wondering where this was is because I knew for a fact I'm like, this definitely isn't New England, because New Englanders would not have been nice to that girl drumming.
Well, no, because that reminds me. I remember, was it 4th of July, Cyndi, when we were in downtown Plymouth, and there was this dude who was basically doing what she was doing, but it was with like paint buckets and
like a electronic thing with the paint buckets, and it was awesome.
And he was good. I actually got a bunch of videos of it. It was really, really good. And we actually sat and watched, like a bunch of the kids were getting in. Like Frankie was drumming on the little like barrier thing, and
it's so weird because
like every now and then, like a cop would walk by and look super pissed about it.
Yeah, or just like occasionally, like up here, because we've been here long enough to know people up in New England can be assholes for no reason other than because they feel like it.
See, but that's the thing. I saw this one thing. Where this guy says that he's from out west, he's from California or somewhere out west, and that over here we say we're assholes. We're not nice, but we are truly kind in our heart. Like we'll say, fuck you, you ain't got no daddy. Why can't you change your own tire? While we're changing their tire to make sure they're not stranded. You know what I mean? But like over there, they'll be like, oh, that's so terrible. I'm so sorry. Hope you get help and drive on. So, like, it's kind of just like the New England. It's like, I think.
In New England, asshole is just a personality.
Like, exactly. But it doesn't mean you're, like, actually an asshole. It just means that's how you talk and come off.
Some people. You can't say everybody.
No, not everybody.
There's true assholes everywhere.
This is the only area in the country where I've said good morning to somebody and they've told me to F off. And I'm like, okay.
Was it me?
No, this was in my hometown when I was like in middle school.
What, Carver?
Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're all pricks over there anyway. Take one of the ones.
I mean, it's like 80% cranberry bogs, so.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So like the point where like all the characters start to converge on the busker, and like Chuck stops, he puts his briefcase down, and you see like him starting to feel the music, and like you start to kind of see like these little like brief flashes of like his grandmother like dancing while she's cooking and stuff like that, and like I know like he like later on after they do the whole dance number and everything, and they're all sitting around talking about the whole thing. And she's like, what made you want to stop and do everything? And like both he and the narrator had different answers. But to me, like, I think it was like his grandmother. The grandmother was the reason, because like she felt the music and that's where he learned from.
Yeah. And she knew that he was coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
And she wanted him to have that moment of, pure joy and just release and get away from all the constraints that we're all forced into, like paying bills and going to work and all that stupid shit. Just live for a moment. Like that's
that was
what
another
it's about.
thing too about Act 2 was like for the most part, Act 2 is definitely the most like upbeat and positive act of the entire movie. But then you get like those moments where like the narrator will just be like, "This is Chuck. Chuck has 9 months to live." And I'm just like, okay.
But he doesn't know it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the little inner morbid moments.
And if I was to try and like quantify what each act, like the genre of each act is, I see the first act is like a philosophical tragedy, and then the second act is just a wholesome slice of life moment, and the first act is like a coming of age story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he comes like the end of it is he's coming of age, he's living his life, and then he knows that, like I say, we're all on our way out. He goes into the cupola and he sees his time, and it's like, okay, I've got to just deal with that because we're all going out. So that's how perfect coming of age. That's a good way to say it. But it's coming to the realization of, he's lost everyone. He lost his mom, his dad, his unborn sister, his grandma, and his grandpa before he was 18. And then he sees his own death. So I feel like it's like not even coming of age, it's enlightenment. And then he just lives, very intense, very intense. I love it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I absolutely love Mark Hamill as his grandfather.
Him do that voice he was doing though was giving me such weird vibes.
I don't even think he was doing it. I think that's just what he sounds like now, though.
It's just his old man
but the whole time I'm waiting for him to be like, "Well, Batman," like the whole time I was like waiting for him to go full on Joker.
Speaking of actors, so there is something I do not know. The boy who plays him, plays Chuck as a
Which
boy.
one?
Which one?
The younger one.
Which one?
Which one?
The
first. Youngest one?
Yes, the first one.
Cody,
No.
Oh,
the one where he starts dancing in the kitchen with his grandmother.
That's the middle-aged or middle.
The one that's
10-year-old.
Not the one from when his parents died. The one that's like it focuses on.
Yeah,
the one we see watching the movies and dancing with his grandma.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't recognize him. Maybe I've seen him in other stuff, but there's something about that actor. Now, mind you, he does not look like my son. He doesn't look like anybody, I don't think, in my life. But that actor, like when I look at him, it's like the mom in me. Just like I feel for him. I love him. I don't want him to be hurt. Like, that I don't know what it is. I don't know why. No idea. So when you see him in those moments of like thinking and sadness, whatever, it really hits me for some reason. Like, and I know I get like that about the kids in general because I don't know. I guess I'm a mom. That's what I do. But like that actor, I don't know why he hits my heartstrings.
I don't know who was in
Jack, I believe his name is.
I don't know who was in charge of casting, but we had 4 different actors as Chuck throughout his years. And I fully believe that the youngest one grew to be the 10-year-old one, and the 10-year-old grew to be the 17-year-old one, and the 17-year-old grew to be Tom Hiddleston. Like they looked like the natural progression of that person's life.
So the youngest one is Cody Flanagan. I don't know if that's a relation or just
I believe it's his son.
No, that's cute.
Which also, a fun fact, Bill, Cyndi knows this because I say this every time we watch a Mike Flanagan thing. The teacher who explained the whole multitudes thing to him.
That's
Mike Flanagan's wife.
Yeah,
she's in everything he does.
It's the Tim Burton method.
Yeah, but pretty much that's how he is. A lot of his stuff, a lot of the same actors you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, Matthew Lillard is going to be in his upcoming Carrie TV series. And there was a number of Flanagan regulars in this movie. The gym teacher who was doing the dance class, she's a regular.
Yes. I knew I recognized
What
her.
what was it? The other nurse who was working with the ex-wife character, the male nurse, he has been in a bunch of stuff. Mike Flanagan's done. Actually, he's in The Haunting of Bly Manor, which I've been watching recently. Yeah, he has like a big list of people that he loves to pull from. And at this point, actually, Hamill has been in at least 2 things that he's done.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, I think this marks Mark Hamill's second Flanagan appearance and second Stephen King movie, because he also is in The Long Walk, which just came out this year as well.
Oh, that one looks so crazy.
It's really funny with Mark Hamill now that like I don't recognize him by appearance anymore, but I hear his voice. I'm like, oh yeah, there he is.
There he is. There's the Joker.
The Joker.
I love that. Like I don't know about you,
Fire Lord Ozai /
I think it's funny that like I see Mark Hamill and I think his voice roles more often than I think Luke Skywalker.
I mean, he's got so many voice roles that are very iconic at this point.
Yeah. I mean, between just Fire Lord Ozai and the Joker alone, but there's so many other things that he's done.
Yeah. It's very, very notable when you hear him.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, when we get into that first act and they really start kind of going into like his parents dying and his unborn sister dying, and then he has to move in with his grandparents, and like I don't know what it is, just Mark Hamill being like you would expect that kind of character or that kind of person even in real life going through the kind of tragedies that he went through. And it even blatantly says in the movie he turned to drink. Like that was his numbers and drink. That was like his 2 comforts. And he was every scene we see him in, he's got a glass of whiskey in his hand. But he's never like an asshole.
No.
Like even that one scene where Chuck attempts to go up into the cupola and he has that moment of like, no, get away from there and everything else. Like
throws him down the fucking stairs. Like holy shit.
He has that moment where he's like, oh fuck, I'm scaring the shit out of you. Like, and he breaks down and is like super upset about it. Like,
yeah,
God, he just fucking he sells that scene.
I just think one of the most like hard like drop like lines in this is when like he's asking the attendant at the store like about the lady who died, and she's like, it's a little creepy kid. He's like, that was my grandmother. Just like,
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And then she's like, oh yeah, she knocked all the bread off the aisles. Oh, I probably shouldn't have told you that.
See, at first I thought she was gonna be like annoyed about it and be like one of those like I had to clean it all up. Like I was like, oh good, she's not that evil.
I thought so too, actually. I thought she was gonna go that way.
I was waiting for that. I'm like, I thought it was gonna be like an annoying teenager moment. I was like, oh good. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. I also fully expect when he had that dance number with the 8th grade girl at the school dance, I fully expected her date there who was like eyeing him to actually go and beat him up.
But no, he just did what all of us do is we get dramatic and punch something by accident.
By accident.
Like,
Yep, no,
yeah.
You're right. I see. I thought we were talking about the angry person. I was like, I always did it on purpose. So.
when you're like acting out a scene in the shower, you actually punch the wall, and you're like, fuck.
Oh, I do that a lot too, actually. Not in the shower, just like everywhere I go. Actually, we were just talking about how I have cuts and bumps on my hands. I have no clue what they're from.
Yeah, that was like one of the most human moments in the entire movie. I was just like, oh yeah,
that's like a good gash too. It's once again Mike Flanagan fucking up hands. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Oh, you just reminded me. Yeah, he does hands.
Is it Gerald's
He does hands. No, there was Jap, but there was another one with hands.
Oh, well, there was another declubbing scene in Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, don't like that. That freaks
I
me
don't
out.
remember. Did Oculus
Degloving?
have one? Yeah. Well, we had a whole
think it
conversation about
did.
degloving when we covered Doctor Sleep a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it really freaks me out. That's like
Yeah.
your thing about like the whole Matrix universe thing. Me with degloving and Achilles.
My thing's an existential crisis. Your thing is physical harm. That's different.
Yeah, but I love physical harm. I mean,
physical harm, but
that's
the
not what I
term,
mean.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. That's my ringtone. I love physical harm.
the term of geek loving is just such a, because it's the most perfect explanation for what it is, and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the name of it too is what makes it like so much more like, that's not a glove, bro, that's my skin.
That's like one of the two. Like, I hate when the internet comes up for terms like this, because they're always like, oh, like the other one that always gets me is meat crayon, which is just
Say that
What?
again.
meat crayon. It's when you're on like a motorcycle and you fly off and then you hit the pavement.
Oh, see, I had
Oh,
kind of that idea, but
Yeah.
not that idea.
Yeah, that's
I was
basically
kind of
it's
thinking that
anything like
too.
it's anything like that. I discovered
Well,
that
I've
on
seen
Reddit
other
once, and I was
things.
like,
Yeah.
great.
I've seen other similar things like that, like movies where like somebody's like head gets pressed against a train or something that's going by, or actually there was a scene like that in Bacano too, I believe. And what was another one? I feel like that happened in like a Final Destination movie at one point. Yeah, stuff like that. Actually, there was a similar thing in The Cube that we just watched,
Oh yeah.
where the dude's head comes off and it just kind of paints the wall as the cube moves.
Yeah.
See,
Um,
Final Destination, that is a series of movies that are really entertaining, but they make you like question your everyday life. Like, I'll never, if I'm on the highway behind a fucking wood truck, I will get out of the fucking way. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope. That's
That
good.
movie, okay, that movie is one of the reasons why I am so safe. People call me paranoid. Okay, I do come across as paranoid. I understand that, but it's because of movies like that and life experience where you never fucking know. The weirdest shit can happen, and you got to be ready for anything. So think of it as a life-saving movie. It gives you skills and knowledge to be prepared for giant glass or fucking fish to fall up in your mouth while you're at the dentist. Oh, that's no.
The Final Destination movies, like the first one and maybe the second, were kind of believable, but from 3 on, it's like this shit's getting ridiculous now. But it's so fascinating.
I went through like me and Xander. I don't know. At some point this year, we went through and watched all of them because he had watched the first one. So I was like, all right, let's watch them all. And I was like, dude, they're going crazy with this. Like, this is getting like the first one's believable with like having the sick kind of like in Life of Chuck, the sixth sense of knowing or seeing and feeling something is about to happen. Trust in your gut is kind of like what I got from the first like 2 of the Final Destination ones. But after that, they started making shit up. Like just
three is where it really starts.
Yeah, it was weird. Like not as believable and really strange.
Do you remember when we showed my little brother that movie for the first time? The first one? He got so fucking freaked out.
I always think of the scene in the third one where the guy's like working out, like going to town up the workout machine.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You see the 2 swords in the back and you keep thinking, oh, okay, I know what's going to happen here. And then the swords fall and they cut the lines and he's like, see, nothing's wrong. And he does one last one that crushes his head. And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that shit.
Yep.
I do. That's how I walk around. That is how I walk around life, though. I'm always looking at like the things that could kill me, and that's how I've stayed alive most of the time, mostly. Yeah.
Mostly.
The times I almost died were like not really from anything weird like that. So different.
No.
Yeah.
So anyway, Chuck Grants
to stay alive longer.
I love that little flash of scenes of like Chuck and his grandmother bonding over like dancing and stuff, and like they go in through the whole gauntlet of like musicals from Blockbuster, and like they keep putting them in, and they get to that one where like they're like all excited, like yeah, musical, and it's just like, oh shit, so it's covering his eyes because I'm assuming there was some sort of like sex scene or something in that movie.
They're watching Dirty Dancing.
Like something like that. But no, like just like the whole, I don't know, just something about those kinds of movies that just fucking they hit me. Like there was numerous points throughout this movie, like, and not just like that first section of the movie, like that's easily the most like hyper emotional part of the movie. But like there were numerous points throughout where it was just like just life moments that like would hit me in a certain way, and I'd like I only like actually dropped tears like at that one part that I mentioned earlier, but like I was feeling it, you know, like you kind of get like that little bit of like tightness down like where your neck meets your chest.
Like it's real. It's real. Yeah. You can, that's empathy. You can empathize with that. Like that's what that feeling, that's what that feeling is, man. Like that I'm always, yeah, that's what you were having. Because it was like, that movie's meant to make you connect with what you know and what you feel. Everybody, Bill, even though he doesn't have feelings, I'm sure.
I have feelings, moments. I just don't feel.
You probably had a couple moments of the same thing where like it hits you like, oh, I've had this, or I want this, or that's what, you know, like that's the whole point. That's why I hated the movie, because it hurt so much. It hurt so good. Like that's what you're explaining, right? Like it hurt so good. Yeah. Yep.
Bill carries an onion with him just in case he has to cry. Just in case the situation calls for tears.
I know. You're gonna get that tear solution stuff. Or an onion.
Or an onion. Just keep it in your front pocket. It's fine.
Ogres have layers. Yeah. Yes. Why do I keep going back to Shrek lately? That was a thing on GNC as well recently too.
I don't know. The movie's over 20 years old at this point.
I just died a little inside.
Yeah. I just sent Cyndi a couple of videos like a week or two ago, or it was like this dude reacting to songs that came out 25 years ago, and I don't know if she watched it, but
I think I've seen.
I'm not gonna lie. The scene when they're all dancing, like starting to like learn how to dance, and My Sharona started playing. A part of me really wanted it to be My Bologna. Just that's where my brain goes sometimes.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
And it was so interesting too. Like once, like there was so many echoes from Act 3 throughout the rest of it. Like almost every like big philosophical thing that was said throughout that first section of the movie was then repeated later as just like things that, like even when Marty is on the phone with his ex and he's going through the whole, if you took the entire history starting from the Big Bang to write this moment and compress it into a calendar year, like, you know, this, you know, the universe was created at, you know, May, and humans didn't show up until like whatever, or like the Milky Way was created like around this time or whatever. Like that was all like a TV program, and he just happened to be watching with his grandfather when he like finally got like an explanation about the cupola. Like it's just like little things like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by like, okay, so obviously the last time, sounds so fucked up, the last time I almost really died, I feel like, so what we see in the third act is him over, I don't know, it could be a couple days, it could be one day, it could be an hour, like the whole idea of it, right? In my few moments, things from my past, like that were like in the background, or like it was an important conversation, an important moment that sticks in your mind, and that background noise is also in your memory, in your mind, but you don't know why. So that's like why those things were happening, is that they were memories from his life. Like your life flashes before your eyes, right? So I had weird shit like that, not as intense, not like a literal like lifetime like thing, but that I had forgotten that I remembered. Like, and he was doing that. Like, he probably forgot about that thing. He didn't know that he knew that. But in his mind, in the way that his mind was playing out acceptance of his death, right? Like, that was an important thing because of the conversation he was having with his grandfather, you know? But it's like he's watching someone else's life because he hasn't accepted at that point that he's dying. That's why he has, this is how I see it. That's why he's playing it out like another person in his mind.
Somebody he didn't even really know either.
Exactly.
Like that's the crazy. Like it wasn't even his teacher; it was just the teacher in the next room over from the teacher he actually had. Like,
yeah,
and that was like the main character of that whole big first part. Like it's wild.
Yeah. Well, they say that when you dream too. Think about it, like when you dream, people may not have faces because you can't create faces, and the faces you do see, even if you don't recognize them, you have seen them before. Even if it was walking past a shop and you just saw some person in the window. Like, our minds hold so much. Like, that's where that whole thing, we are multitudes. Our mind holds everything we hear, we see, we feel, we smell. And it's just, we can only comprehend, like, or we can only use what is important at that moment. Right? So, like, song lyrics from 20 years ago, I used to know, boom, boom, all of them. Now I can't remember because I'm too busy thinking about what's for dinner and how do I cook. Like, cooking will never go away from me because I have to continue to use it. But all of that other info is still there. Like, that's how our brains are. So it's really fascinating how he did that.
Oh, by the way,
I know I keep saying he, and I'm thinking of Chuck. Like, Chuck made this movie. That's how I'm like viewing it.
Speaking of the person who made this movie, he did make a cameo appearance.
I noticed he was at the grave, the funeral for the grandma.
Yeah,
I saw him there.
That just reminded me of.
Thank God she went so quick, or whatever. That guy.
Yeah, I know. I saw him like, what a choice.
It reminds me of when Stephen King is was he a pastor? What movie was that?
Pet Sematary.
He's the pastor. I don't know why. It's like, why? Why do you get a cameo at those parts, man?
I don't know. I still think Stephen King.
I'm surprised Stephen King didn't make it.
True.
Surprised he didn't make an appearance in this movie.
My favorite cameo of his is in The Stand, where he's cheering about the alcohol.
Yeah. Which is even funnier when you know.
Yeah, because he was sober at that point.
He was sober at that point. My mind just overlaid an image of a beer over that Pepsi. Cyndi we're talking about like alcohol and like getting sober, and like my mind was just like, oh, she's drinking a beer.
I would be drinking my nip, but it's under the bed.
Why is it? How?
I don't know.
There is no under our bed.
Well, no, it's under the mattress, I think.
What? You're hiding this from me?
No, it must have, like, when the bed was over there.
The princess and the nip?
No, when the bed was over there and I moved it and I had flipped the mattress. Flip it and twist it type thing.
You just created the porn parody for Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, but it was there and I couldn't move it because that mattress is so heavy and I was doing it by myself. So I left it there and I just remembered it's there and I didn't put it there. It's there somewhere.
Okay. All right.
I do not hide nips in the bed. Only other places.
So anyways, Chuck.
Yeah. And just that moment where like we get the big reveal where, because throughout the whole, like I keep circling back around to that first bit because it's so powerful. But like that big reveal when like, throughout that whole bit where we're getting like the whole, like, thanks Chuck, 39 great years or whatever. And then you see his wife and kid at his bedside as he's dying. And then she says the thing and it just fucking kills you.
It does.
So did Roller Skater Girl make it home before the universe ended? We need to know this.
Well, she wasn't really
how
there.
far she went.
I know. Imagine like
No,
you're
she
just
was,
about to
she
get
was in the
home.
busking scene. She was there in the background.
Just like
And I thought he's like, it's okay. Don't worry. Like he encounters her on the street. He's like, don't worry. It's okay. I'm here to see my ex-wife.
Why does it say Thrack behind you?
Behind me?
oh, that's my co-host.
Why is it? Is it on your wall?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a 3D poster.
Oh, okay. All I saw was Thrack. I was like, okay. But yeah, that movie really messes me up. Like, if we had all the time in the world, and if I had maybe 2 wines and a nip, I would get into it but I won't now because it's so anything that has to like that type of stuff.
Not drunk and aggressive enough for this episode.
No, it's not that. It's because for some reason certain things connect with me and my life, and like, you know, that's just the way my mind works. I'm very emotional, very poetic, very empathic. Like I can connect to it all, and it hits me so hard. Like the second time around, it really, wow. But I won't talk about it because, well, I'm not talking about my life. Like, I'll be honest with you, motherfuckers. But like, I'm not gonna talk about my feelings. I'm like Bill. I have feelings, but I don't feel. At least when it comes to that. I can't make jokes about. That's the thing. It's like comparing what I feel about how I interpret the movie and how it reminds me of my life and my thoughts and everything. It is like I can't joke like how I normally joke to deal with like, haha, you know, this horrible thing happened in my life, but it was funny. Like I can't do that with this because it's like an internal thing. It's like going to therapy. This movie like makes you feel like you've gone to therapy and you have to think and process, which is a good thing, but very intense, and I highly recommend it. Although hopefully whoever's watching this has already watched it.
Yeah, I'd hope at this point.
Yeah, because it's definitely a movie you want to go in. Like I read the story before we went to go see it in theaters, so I knew what it was getting at as we were going along. But like, it's kind of like how we were saying earlier with like seeing like say Lloyd's backstory in the show as opposed to reading it. It's a totally different like. And I'm not gonna say like I didn't dislike the short story. I thought the short story was good. But and like I kind of understood what Stephen King was getting at with it, but it didn't hit nearly the same way.
Well, that's
sometimes
also the way that
media,
Mike. Yeah. No, go ahead.
I was just say sometimes visual media just hits differently in that
But
way.
I also think that the visual obviously like hits. I feel like because you, especially like, I'm guessing all of us are a little special, like ADD type. You know, we're all a little fucked up in some way. Bill, you a little fucked up.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the only answer I need.
He does 3 weekly
stuff.
podcasts.
Yeah,
I'm not really ADD. I have extreme OCD kind of.
Yeah, but see, stuff. Your brain, the visual stuff helps us, right? Anybody who has like weird shit like that. So, the way Mike Flanagan produces, whatever the words are for that, not just the way he did it in parts, but reverse, but the way that he makes you think, the way he puts it together like a puzzle in the background and everything, like it hits so, like all of his stuff that I've seen, it hits so much more than if you just read it, because he's amazing. Who is this man? Mike, we need to find out where he came from.
He came from Salem, Massachusetts, actually.
Shut the fuck up. No, he didn't. I didn't. No. And Mr. Ballin came from fucking Quincy. Are you kidding me? That makes all the sense, all the explanation I needed. See, we're all a little fucked up around here. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the New England.
Yeah.
Stephen King's from New England.
We're
Actually,
all
Stephen King spent the first portion of his life in Connecticut and then moved to Maine, and he's been there ever since. And then
But
we got
that's it. We're
Flannery,
all
who's from Massachusetts.
New Englanders are depressed. We see things from that point of view. Like, not all of us. I feel like, well, you seem a little depressed, but that's okay. No, yeah. He just smirked at me. I'm just saying, it's a New England thing. We're dark, mysterious creatures. That's why we're better than everybody else.
I live in America's truck stops, so that's what Connecticut is, basically.
It's better than my sister-in-law. You could be America's truck stop. What?
Let's not go there.
I'm just saying.
I'm not
I'd
gonna
rather
comment
live
on
in it. But
oh god.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
guess
you do a weird spot of Connecticut.
Connecticut's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, actually, I feel like it's not really. It doesn't count as like.
Well, you go to Connecticut. The northern part where I'm at, that's basically just Massachusetts. You go over to the eastern part, it's basically just Rhode Island, and you go over to the southern western part, it's just New York. Like it's
that
basically
must be scary.
Well, it depends on what part of New York we're talking
What
about.
about the north? What about the northwestern part? That's like Western Mass. That doesn't exist. There's unicorns and fairies over there.
It's probably just New York as well.
It's
like
just
you go to
Springfield. That's it. It's just Springfield.
You go to any like place that sells like you go to like say Cracker Barrel and they have like the sporting goods stuff. It's like half Patriots and then half Giants and sometimes Jets. It's stuff like that.
That's so weird.
That's just how it is in Connecticut.
You do have that nice little coffee place. That was yummy. They do have coffee.
I do like that place.
There are a lot of nice things in Connecticut. Next time you guys come down and it's not like with the middle of winter, we can actually see some of them.
Wasn't Gilmore Girls in Connecticut? You guys wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure it was Connecticut.
Nope. Wouldn't know.
Okay. And they have good coffee.
But
I'm gonna shut up now. Now that I'm embarrassed about.
I guess final thoughts on the movie. I mean, the first time watching it, I really enjoyed it.
It
hurts.
Might be recency bias, but we'll see with the passage of time. But it might. It's at least top 3 movie of all time, at least.
Oh god, yeah, it definitely. I've never had a movie that like literally since we watched it the first time. It's changed the way like I kind of look at a lot of stuff and feel, and I've never had a movie hit me like that, where it makes me think differently about the world, about life, about you, me, everybody.
I find it really
what's wild is I think I'd have to like look into it a little bit more, but I'm fairly certain that this is Mike Flanagan's first non-horror project.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, is that it's not horror, right? But the way it makes you feel gives you that like thriller, like it's still scary, like psychologically scary. Because a lot of the stuff that goes on in that movie is stuff that we all try to avoid thinking about as humans. A lot of us don't want to think about those things. So it's still scary, just in a totally different way than he usually does. And I'm here for it. I love it. I want more. I want to meet him. No, I can't meet famous people. We already know. I can't meet famous people.
Yeah, you've seen the King Encounter.
It's kind of funny on I laugh because on Letterboxd, I have my movies I've watched all from like most recent back. Well, it's when it lists them when they came out. So like the most recent movie I've watched and then back. Where Life of Chuck happens to end up is it's right in between Soul Leveling, Reawakening, and My Hero Academia. You're Next.
That doesn't seem right, does it?
Just the timing of when it came out was right around those movies.
The release, quote unquote, like Life of Chuck is listed as a 2024 film, and technically it was complete and the first screenings were shown in 2024, but it wasn't released widely in theaters until this year.
Yeah, it probably goes by that initial release.
It was a weird thing, yeah, because when you look up Life of Chuck, it says 2024 film, but it wasn't like released until like this past summer.
Oh, the only other movie that had me wicked emotional and made me think not as deeply as this one. Have you ever seen P.S. I Love You?
I have not.
I know it sounds wicked corny, like just the name of it, and it is, but it makes you think about life, and it's a love story, but the guy dies of like cancer or something. I don't remember how he dies, but he knows he's dying. So that's a movie. Gerard Butler, is that his name? Gerard Butler, I think his name. But anyways, it's one that you guys should watch. It seems kind of corny and like chick flicky, but like it's beautiful. It really is. But this movie made me think a lot. Now watching it a second time, I'll never be the same.
Do you remember like walking out of the theater? Like we were in like a daze. For
everybody was.
Days.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I mean. Is I could tell that the whole aura in the theater. Like usually, you always have somebody who's doing something, saying something, moving around, whatever, in a theater. And the aura in that theater was like we were all in the same like whoa. And walking out. I've never walked out of a movie and almost everybody was like quietly like, oh my God, like that was happening. And like I said, maybe there was like 20 people all together, but it was pretty empty loud. Theater. Yeah, but it would still in that hallway would be like loud walking out. And I remember it wasn't, and that made me feel more like, oh shit, because like I'm not the only one that's emotional, so that's really weird. Because usually I'm the only one. No, you guys, that's a good one.
So yeah, coming up on 2 hours now. I think that's good enough time to close this one out.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for the party.
Cyndi, thanks for joining us for this talk.
Thanks for having me. I forgot what I was.
Glad we were able to make it work. I'm glad we were able to make it work.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did this one for Thanksgiving specifically because this is such a like this movie encapsulates life and why
being thankful and why we should be thankful for the moments and the people and the memories that we have, like where it all comes from, where it all starts. It makes me feel more thankful, even for like the bad times or the bad people. Like that's how we become who we become is life. So you can either make it good or you can make it bad, but in the meantime, be thankful that you're here. You know, be thankful that you are breathing. That's 39, 39 years old. I'm 33. So it really makes you think. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So good. Everybody be thankful and have a good, safe Thanksgiving. I don't know when this is coming out, but
the week of Thanksgiving.
2 days before Thanksgiving.
Okay, good. Then be safe, have fun, hug your loved ones, do all that shit.
Try not to fight too much.
Try not to die after, But I guess anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us on Geek Addicts. You could find Geek Addicts on all the major podcasting platforms. And be sure to check us out over on the Superpod Network, superpodnetwork.com. Awesome site where you can find all sorts of different shows, videos, blogs. I'm not sure what we're doing over there for the next blog or game club. I'm sure it'll be great, though. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you all later.
Have a good one.